there, Cosmonauts, it's Estelle, and we're back at it with another juicy news update video. We have so much exciting news to share with you within this video. For example, we have the ongoing game of chains to test the Interchain Security, the Akash mainnet 4 launch, the new upcoming Cosmos UX transaction building, and much more. There is really a lot going on currently within the Cosmos ecosystem, so stay caught up and enjoy the video. Tech. The Game of Chains public incentivized testnet launched on November 7th, and there will be 3 phases over several weeks with over 150 competing validators. Previously, the Game of Stakes helped to launch the Cosmos Hub, and the Game of Zones helped to launch IBC. And now Game of Chains is helping to launch Interchain Security, or ICS for short, which is coming to the Cosmos Hub in January of 2023. To incentivize validators to participate, 20,000 atoms funded by the community pool will be awarded to the winners. We're also participating in the Game of Chains. Below is the link to the document showing all the tasks to perform, the available points for each task. Akash is finally getting ready for the great validator migration to decentralized cloud. The release of TMKMS was announced, which allows someone to run a validator within an Akash deployment and store their validator private key outside of the deployment in a secure location. The link for documentation is below. Some validators have already announced the migration to Akash. We ourselves are already testing the move to Akash as well. In Evmos or Osmosis, around 17% of validators are running on Hetzner and around 28% on Juno, so it's great news for them to be able to migrate to Akash before receiving an email from Hetzner and being kicked off of their infrastructure, which has already happened for Solana validators. If most Cosmos ecosystem validators migrate to Akash, then it could become the most resilient POS network compared to others running on AWS, GCP, or any other similar centralized cloud providers. Moreover, with Akash mainnet 4 proposal number 27 passed more functionalities which will be unlocked in Akash. Mainnet 4 brings support for IP leases on the Akash marketplace, the initial phases of splitting provider services into microservices, and support for Cosmos Interchain accounts, ICA and IBC3. Megatech is building the first maximum aggregate value, or MAV for short, marketplace for the Interchain. Their solution Zenith is already live on Osmosis and Juno. The links for this and for the analysis about atomic arbitrage on Osmosis are included below. Megatech distribution at the moment is dynamic. For example, if there are 0 validators, it starts at 50%. If all voting power would use Megatech, then it changes to 90% validators and 10% Megatech fee. However, the Megatech fee is not for profit but part of the public good effort. They will redelegate all accumulated fees to Megatech validators. Some validators already on Megatech include Chorus 1, Inclusion, or Friends. In a few months, Megatech will have the builder module developed by the SDK team. Then validators won't need to decide which patch they intend to run. Instead, there will be open competition and they will just go with their preferred settings. So while currently validators need to choose among Skip, Megatech, or other solutions by, for example, comparing both code bases as everything is open source, this will change. Megatech is collaborating with Skip for a native solution that will remove the need to make a choice between Megatech or Skip. With the next IBC release called IBC Go v6.0.0, the UX for Cosmos users will greatly improve by being able to send tokens and also provide liquidity, staking, or swapping together in one single transaction. In other words, Fungible Token Transfers, ICS-20, will be improved to soon be able to send tokens and specify what to do with these tokens at the destination. This is thanks to a new memo field in the Fungible Token Packet Data Struct. In summary, Cosmos ecosystem users will be able to bundle multiple transactions into one. Therefore, the number of TXS to sign will be reduced. Below, you'll be able to find a link to the article with additional technical details about the new memo field. OmniFlex is currently using the fee grant module, which is part of the Cosmos SDK to both pay for the fees of new users on their platform and to cover the fees relayers incur when transferring tokens and data over the inner blockchain protocol. There are over 200,000 TXS on the hub via OmniFlex Market and OmniFlex Studio. The fee grant module is allowing OmniFlex to launch their platform without actually needing their native token, Flix, to be liquid and available to users just yet. To learn how to request for a fee grant on OmniFlex Marketplace or to learn more about the fee grant module, the links are below for your convenience. Moreover, it is important to mention as well that the FlixNet 4 incentivized testnet campaign had over 16,000 participants. Well done. DeFi and staking. MintScan launched a new stats section where it is possible to search for validators and see their amount staked per network. The number of delegations per network and other variables as well are also available. Cosmos Station, the creator of MintScan, has the highest number of delegators. It is validating in the highest number of chains, and it is among the biggest validators in terms of total assets staked. Moving on, the ICF announced that for 4 weeks during November, they will be evaluating the applications for the delegation program. They mentioned that of the 127 applications received, 90 came from validators in the active set. Validators outside the active set are eligible if the ICF delegation would push them into the active set. Previously, the ICF delegations were spread among around 50 validators, so with 127 applications, now it seems there will be a larger spread of the delegations. From all the contributions for evaluations submitted by validators, 41% were for community contributions, 33% for engineering contributions, and 26% for public good contributions. The Inner Protocol IST is an over-collateralized stablecoin native from Agoric and backed by IBC assets launched. It is now possible to mint IST using the Party Stability module with USDC or USDT bridged over LXR or the Gravity Bridge. USDC has been the most popular collateral. At the first 6 days, the minting limits on USDC AXL and USDC GRV were almost completed, thus leading to an increase in the minting limits from 400,000 to 4 million IST on both. From the total IST minted, almost 30% has been transferred out of Agoric, mostly to Osmosis. Moving on, OmniFlex Instincts is now deployed on secret networks, so it is now possible to stake SCRT tokens and vote on governance proposals via InSync. T-Grade released an article about what engagement points are and how they are distributed, and their role in the distribution of the block rewards. The link to the article is below. The Persistence STK Atom was expected to launch on November 8th, but it was delayed by a few days due to the Persistence Core 1 chain halt, which took place on November 6th. Also, Persistence released a blog post titled Introducing Persistence Foundation and Persistence Labs, and the link is below. Juno News. A new draft proposal is aiming to improve the Nakamoto coefficient of Juno. The idea is to offer a modest incentive to stakers delegating to lower-ranked validators to improve the decentralization of the network and avoid the concentration of stake among the top validators. If this is implemented in Juno and brings good results, it could be extended for other Cosmos ecosystem networks as well. Moving on, 3 important Juno governance proposals have been passed recently. The proposal number 49 to create the Grow Juno subDAO, proposal number 50 to launch the Juno Delegation subDAO, and also proposal number 51 to implement a fee sharing mechanism. This proposal 51 will allow devs to generate revenue for their creations, and the split proposed for the fee sharing mechanism is 50% of contract execution fees with the creator of the contract. Moving on, Skip is now live on Juno, and several Juno validators have integrated Skip. We are planning to integrate Skip as well in our Juno validator with an MEV percentage for our stakers of 95%. Skip released a dashboard to track the validators offering Skip on Juno. CoinGecko started tracking the Juno swap DEX value and assets that led to an increase of the total volume of 35%. Osmosis news. The Binance BNB token has been added to Osmosis Frontier. Also, the recent listing of Osmosis on Binance, largest trading volume for Osmo, is still in the Osmosis DEX. The Osmosis Grants Program, or OGP for short, renewal proposal was released on the Osmosis Governance Forum. The proposal is aiming to renew the OGP for an additional 12 months. In addition to all this, the existing $70,000 monthly compensation, Revere is asking for an additional 35,000 Osmo tokens monthly as well. Before, there were some very strong criticisms about the $70K per month compensations, so the request for additionally $35K Osmo per month has led to some increased criticism. The Osmo/ICT pool went live on November 7th. There will be rewards of 300,000 BLD token over 60 days. Also, another token listing on Osmosis was USK, an over-collateralized stablecoin from Kujira. The Osmosis Ministry of Marketing, OMM Twitter, was rebranded from Osmo Ministry MKT to Osmosis CC. The signers of the OMM V2 have agreed to disbrand the OMM. The Osmosis Support Lab has agreed to make payments on the remaining obligations until the end of November and have received funds for this. Then all remaining funds will be returned to the community pool. Evmos news. The Evmos mainnet v9.1.0 algorithm proposal was passed. The purpose of the release is to return funds to the affected accounts during the claims records clawback of block 5074187. Evmos has concluded its first token sale of $27 million to support Evmos development. Polychain Capital or Coinbase Ventures were among the investors.
Drama and hacks.
The Binance delegation's mystery saga continues from our previous video, where we explained their previous 2 million atom delegation to Stake Lab Validator. Now Binance has redelegated from the main Binance Staking Cosmos Hub validator almost 8 million atom tokens to a new Binance validator called Binance Node. So now it seems Binance has 2 validators on the Cosmos Hub. After further research, it seems the Binance Staking Validator has no delegations now from the Binance exchange itself, but just external delegations of nearly 4 million atoms. The Cosmos address linked to the Binance exchange with almost 20 million atom tokens is now delegating around 8 million atoms to the new Binance Node Validator. 2 million atoms still to Stake Lab Validator and 80,000 atoms to Sync Club Validator, which seems to have no details or website. The Binance Staking Validator account is almost empty and just keeps claiming frequently and saying the commission rewards. The Binance Node Validator was created over a year ago, and on November 1st, 2022, they submitted an unjailed transaction, so it seems like the validator had been created, but it was jailed. Also on November 1st, the validator Monkier was edited, so the validator had a different name and was renamed to Binance Node. Why Binance is now delegating to this new Binance Node, why they created this validator a year ago, and why Binance is delegating to other validators still remains a mystery. Kraken, for example, has 100% commission in their Cosmos Hub validator for external delegations, likely to encourage delegating through Kraken itself and not externally. Binance, in contrast, has a 2.5% fee, so now their Binance Staking Validator has almost 4 million atoms just in external delegations. The persistence chain halted around 4 days after the persistence core/1 chain upgrade to v4 due to node non-determination because of various Go versions. The downtime was less than 5 hours, but 5 validators were jailed forever after double signing, which happened when the node was restarting due to not backing up priv_validator_state.json. They are working with other validators to best solve this solution and revert it.
Project launches and network upgrades.
The upcoming OmniFlix TV platform will have paid to watch as well as watch to earn videos among several other features and functionalities. The Neutron first unincentivized testnet called Quark launched on the 10th of November. Duality will be launching as a Cosmos SDK app chain in Q1 of 2023. The project claims it will bring Duality for traders and LPS, the best of automated market markers, or AMMS for short, and central limit order books. It is also planning to offer MEV protections and redistributions and share liquidity among other features. Duality is one of the 3 upcoming consumer chains confirmed to participate in the game of chains.
Governance.
The Atom 2.0. A new vision for Cosmos Hub governance proposal number 82 had initially a majority of support. However, some well-known validators voted no with a veto, including Dokia Capital, Cosmos Station, or 4Bull. If over a third of the votes are no with a veto in a governance proposal, then it will fail. Nevertheless, the community started working and collaborating in a new, decentralized version of the white paper. So, regardless of the voting results, it shows the Cosmos community really cares about governance proposals. It is really positive to have constructive criticism, so the Atom 2.0 white paper can be improved further until the majority of the community is confident about the proposal.
Airdrops.
Anyone who staked Atom, Evmos, or Juno before the 19th of October snapshot is eligible for the Kuva airdrop. The dates to claim the airdrop will be in mid-December. Moving on, Stride will be airdropping 1 million STRD tokens to Osmo stakers, and this airdrop will be claimable on November 22nd. The snapshot was taken on August 14th, 2022.
Events and conferences.
There was a Cosmos meetup in Lisbon to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Cosmoverse. In Milan on Tuesday, the 15th of November, the first Cosmos Interchain Italian meetup was launched. Dimmy and Cat.Fish led this first event. Now, while not an event or a conference, a community project about a Cosmos Twitter Spaces calendar is worth mentioning here from Grits from Cosmos Spaces. The Cosmos Spaces calendar is cataloging the entire Cosmos ecosystem for Spark IBC for their project. It scans and pulls the running and scheduled spaces into the Google Calendar automatically along with usernames. Notifications are also included.
The no crypto news.
The Fed raised again its short-term borrowing rate by 0.75 percent points to a target range of 3.75 to 4%, the highest level since January of 2008. The Bank of England also raised interest rates to 3%, which is the largest increase in 33 years. Ledger users are now able to use their verified Binance accounts to buy more than 80 different cryptocurrencies in the Ledger Live desktop app. USB banks announced the world's first publicly traded bond that settled on both blockchain-based and traditional exchanges. The senior unsecured digital bond is a 375 million Swiss franc denominated 3-year bond with a 2.33% coupon. UBS will list the bond at the SIX Digital Exchange, or SDX for short, and the SIX Swiss Exchange, and it will be eligible for the Swiss Bond Index. With atomic settlement tech, the digital bond settles through STX Distributed Ledger-based Central Securities Depository, or CSD for short, which is automatic and doesn't need a central clearing counterparty. Goldman Sachs has created a digital asset taxonomy system for subscribing investors, along with Coinmetrics and MSCI. After the FTX crisis, Binance and others promised a proof of reserve mechanism using Merkle trees, but Kraken, for example, already did this before.
Conclusion.
We have added auto compounding for our Cosmos Hub validator, and we will integrate Skip as well for our Juno validator, so you can maximize your rewards by staking with us. Also, we have updated our website, including the possibility to watch our latest video directly from the website. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to support us by subscribing and clicking the like button below. Also, we can't wait to read your comments with your feedback. We always read them and we tried our best to always implement them. Thank you so much for watching, Cosmonauts, and until our next video, have a great one.